Okay, guys, we're here with our review of Logan. So, just to give you a heads up, first part of this video is going to be spoiler free. We're not going to spoil shit for you.
True.
And then halfway through, we're going to okay, guys, now this is going to be the spoiler section. So, because we didn't, I don't know, I just didn't want to make two videos. I didn't want to upload two videos.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yeah, so, well, actually, making the two videos isn't a problem. I just don't want to upload two videos. So, um, I liked it a lot. I have nitpicks about that I'll get to in the spoiler section of the movie. Um, it's a fantastic comic book film. I think it is. I think it's well shot, well written to a certain degree. Continuity issues, of course, because it's an X-Men movie. We can't have an X-Men movie without continuity issues.
Of course, never.
Well shot, well acted, well directed, I would say. Overall, I think it's a really solid movie. And I think you should go see it. If you're not an X-Men fan, I think you can go in this movie still not being familiar with X-Men and still get the gist of it. I would suggest you guys at least watch X-Men 1, 2, and at least Days of Future Past. Maybe Apocalypse, kind of, because of one thing.
Maybe.
A certain thing.
No, I wouldn't even say that, and I'll tell you why in spoilers.
It's not important, but it would get you familiar with
maybe
something.
Yeah.
But definitely 1, 2, and Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
So all right, you give them your point.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna be straight with you. Okay. Logan is a movie that I am probably destined to just have the biggest love-hate relationship with, and for the simple fact that as a movie, it's fucking great, as he said. Like, it is beautifully shot. It is wonderfully acted. Like, this is probably, and I'm just going to say this, is probably the best acted X-Men movie I've seen.
I think it's the best shot X-Men movie.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like, this is gory as hell. They actually make Wolverine the ferocious animal that he's supposed to be. And this is a very personal story for Logan. And I loved X-23. I think they did her. I think they knocked her out of the park. Except for one thing, which I will get into in spoilers. But the reason I'm just not have a love-hate relationship with this movie is that as a film, it's beautiful. As an X-Men fan, I have so many gripes that I'm just like, oh god.
Just hold that thought.
Yeah, I'm holding that thought for the spoilers, guys, because yeah. I'm going to go off on at least there's one thing I'm going to go off on like so hard, and it's still pissing me off the more I think about it.
He can't sit back and enjoy an X-Men film. He couldn't enjoy the Wolverine, which I thought was fine.
I love the Wolverine. Are you kidding me?
He said, "Oh man, they fucked it up at the end, man."
Dude, I love that movie up until the last 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes of that movie are terrible. But
see, right? And then you hate X-Men Apocalypse, which. X-Men Apocalypse has its problems. I'll be
Thank you.
Don't
be that guy, man.
But
don't be that guy.
You're just sitting there like, man. So okay. So verdict, guys. Good, solid film. Go check it out. You'll enjoy it. Now it's time for the spoiler review or portion of this review. So you've been warned. If you don't want to know that somebody dies, you've been warned. So all right. Let's go with this.
Okay, you know what? Let's just jump right into it. What the fuck is X-24? Okay, and no. Here's the thing. All right, now obviously they changed around X-23's backstory because in the comics and in her original conception on X-Men Evolution, okay, she was a clone of Wolverine that was created by Hydra. Now obviously you can't use Hydra.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, she was, someone used Wolverine's DNA, impregnated some woman, and she popped out X-23 in this facility.
Can you get somebody pregnant with just DNA?
I don't know, dude.
Or was she a clone by the DNA that was then put in?
No, like, they specifically said all the kids were created through mothers that don't exist anymore.
Yeah, but
like,
technically, can't you still clone somebody and then stick them inside the woman's?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the hell's going on with this, but
you roll with it.
But yeah, they changed that around. All right, but her name was X-23 because she was the 23rd of them, of the clones. Okay, she was the one that fit the profile they were looking for. Then Okay, but this movie, all right, she's X-23. I guess she was the 23rd kid or something. I
Yeah.
don't know that they did in this facility. And now there's an X-24, which is just a full-on clone of Wolverine
Hmm.
that's more ferocious and badass than ever. Like,
See, I'm
no!
I'm actually confused about one thing.
Like,
Be-
okay, why did you make a bunch of kids and
yeah.
then go to the friggin' adults?
So I'm confused about this, okay? Because I don't think they really explained the motives.
They didn't.
Is the X okay? Was all the X from X-24 down all supposed to be clones of Wolverine, but they were failed clones?
In the comics, yeah, but in this it's different.
Yeah,
Okay, it's all different mutants.
yeah. So then that
One of
does,
them, I'm guessing, was Iceman because of her ice powers, but even then, how the hell would Alkali have Iceman's DNA?
yeah, but
Like,
so because and then we don't know, is that Stryker's son? Because I thought Stryker only had one son,
yeah,
but they
that's
said
another gripe I have. It's not just X-24. The villains, with the exception of Boyd Holbrook, are really fucking lame.
yeah,
Boyd Holbrook, he's the one with the fucking arm. Okay, he was kind of cool. Everyone else is fucking lame in this. All right, in regards to the villains, I thought Patrick Stewart was amazing. One gripe I have as a fan, again, and they make a big deal out of this, and it's really emotional. But apparently, yeah, Xavier contracted a brain disease that made him have a seizure that killed all the X-Men in the mansion. He killed the X-Men! Freaking Xavier! And they go through this whole thing where, yeah, he doesn't remember what he did, but he does. Later on in the film, he actually remembers what he did, and he realizes, like, he doesn't deserve what Wolverine has given him. And, because Wolverine in this, he's basically he's caring for Charles. All right, and the reason Wolverine didn't die when Charles had the seizure is because he can heal.
yeah.
All right, but apparently, like, there's this virus, in him, and it's destroying.
They didn't
And
make that very clear either.
they
Was it the
did.
virus or the adamantium? Because
I
he
don't
said
know.
this is what's killing me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the virus inside him that's killing him or if it's the adamantium. Again, it's one thing they don't really make too clear.
Can we talk about the bullet?
Okay, here's the thing. And this is another problem I have with X-24. All right, I said to him, okay, why wasn't it just Sabretooth? All right, because, and here's the thing, if you wanted to make an X-24, because they don't originally say it's a clone of Wolverine, we don't find that out till much later. They just say it's this thing that has no soul. Okay, what now, just hear me out on this. What's the one thing in the comics
Let's see.
no, just hear me out. What's the one thing in the comics, and even in Origins, which everyone hates, what was the one thing that Sabretooth wanted that Wolverine had? Adamantium. What if X-24 was just Sabretooth with fucking adamantium? That would have been badass.
Two things here. One, I believe they were in talks with what's his homeboy's name?
It was a rumor. He denied it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he denied it.
Okay, I thought they were.
Yeah, but yeah, it would have been awesome to see him back there. Okay, and make him like the final one that Wolverine fights, because yeah, I don't think we're really spoiling it. You want to just say it?
With what? The
ending?
I thought you wanted him more on the bullet.
Huh? Oh yeah. The one thing they do bring back from Origins, not Sabretooth, is the fucking adamantium bullet that Wolverine has apparently been carrying around with him since then.
Which I thought was used.
Okay, and he's like, oh, well, I've been keeping this all these years as a reminder. I'm like, as a reminder? Dude, after that friggin' adamantium bullet incident, you had amnesia for like 20 years. Reminder of fucking what?
And I thought the bullet was used already. You can't reuse a bullet once it's been used.
Yeah, and like, here's the thing. She blows off, okay, it shoots Wolverine in X-Men Origins Wolverine. It gives him friggin' amnesia. Here, it just blows X-24's head off. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I guess adamantium bullet just decides what it wants to do now.
No, the PG rating decides what it does. PG-13, you get amnesia. Rated R, you get your face blown off.
Yeah, it's.
But I did not like the villain in this movie. I did not like the villain.
The villain. That's really my biggest problem with this. The villain sucks.
No, if they would have set it up the movie where they were trying to clone Wolverine the whole time, and all these kids were failed experiments, and all of them died except for X-23, and then X-24, X-24 was their success, I could at least buy that. But you have all of these kids that weren't even no way related to Wolverine, and then you just happen to have an X-23, and then for no reason at all, you just have a Wolverine.
And you got this doctor in there that I guess is Stryker's son
That's
or
what
something.
I said. I don't know. Is that Stryker's son? I thought Stryker only had one son, and he was a mutant. What? I don't understand this.
I don't get it either.
But when you go into an X-Men film, you gotta realize
continuity issues everywhere.
There is no continuity in an X-Men film.
There is not at all. So it has been getting right to hell at this point. And here's the sad thing, is that they're still doing it after Days of Future Past went back and like fixed most of them.
Yeah. Well
and I'm like, fuck you!
Bryan Singer fixed it just so Bryan Singer can go fuck it up again. It doesn't make no sense. But Hugh Jackman came out and said that this movie is an alternate timeline. This ain't with the rest of the movies. So if you want to nitpick, well, how come the bullet's there? Well, maybe in that timeline he didn't use that bullet.
Okay, well, the thing is, and you have Caliban in the movie who is utilized a lot better here than he was in Apocalypse. And you actually do kind of feel for this guy because he's helping Wolverine, but Wolverine really won't let him help. Like, it's basically like Caliban is helping him with Xavier, but it's like, okay, I need you to help me with Xavier. Okay, but what about you? I don't want you to help me.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I'm sorry to cut you off. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this movie.
I just said that in the beginning.
Yeah, but I didn't think I did until now.
Yeah, like, I have... The thing is, at the end of the day, yeah, you go into it as just a film. It's a great fucking film. Okay? But you look at it as the big picture, like with every other X-Men movie that's came before, and just as a fan, as I am, okay? And yeah, you still enjoy it, but there's a lot of things that piss you the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, here... dude, I'm actually just gonna say this. In terms of acting and cinematography, I think this is better. In terms of story, I think Wolverine was better. The Wolverine. Well, I honestly think it was better.
I understood the overall plot for the Wolverine.
Yes, that's my point.
But even with the fuck up at the end, I still understood it in the terms of which they laid it out in that movie. Even though you don't like the last one,
I did.
In terms of that movie, it made sense for the terms of that movie. Where this, I just don't understand why you have so a clone.
It's like, yeah, you just have this random ass clone of Wolverine.
It doesn't make no sense. They weren't setting up anything like that.
They weren't.
They didn't even mention they were doing it.
Okay, and here's the thing. Like, and you were talking about maybe the X-Men Apocalypse, that one thing. Okay. Now, were you referring to Caliban?
Yeah. That's
okay. Oh, that's what you're referring to. Okay, no, because I thought you were referring to the end credit. No, I thought you were referring to the end credit sequence.
That too, but okay, that has no merit to this movie.
It doesn't, because in the end credit sequence of Apocalypse, which was apparently supposed to lead into this, the blood for Wolverine and all the blood of the mutants, that was taken by the Essex Corporation. Yeah. Now, for those who don't know, Nathaniel Essex is Mr. Sinister.
He was also rumored to be in this movie.
And he was rumored to be in this movie, and James Mangold at the last minute said, I don't want him in this, because
it would have made more sense.
Because it would have made more sense to have Sinister in here, even if you don't think that it's going to ground your film as much, make your film feel as realistic, okay? It would have made more sense continuity-wise.
Well, here's the thing. Logan felt grounded all the way up until you introduced the clone.
Yeah.
And then that you just kind of threw it out the window at that point.
They really did.
Because not only was he a clone, at one point I thought he was a fucking Terminator. I was like,
no, dude, I was thinking the same fucking thing in the theater.
Well, everything you see in the original first two Terminator movies, I felt when he was introduced. I mean, everything from old Arnold fighting young Arnold to, I mean, it was just, that's, like, I still really like this movie. I like this movie a lot. But when you just break it down, and I can't wait to watch some of my favorite critics' reviews on it, like especially John Schnepp, who's a huge comic book fan. He said he gave it a 9.9, and the reason why he didn't give it 10 was because of a problem. I think this might be the problem he was talking about. But the movie as a whole was, I think, the best shot and best acted X-Men movie we have ever got.
That I will give you. It definitely was. Just in terms of writing, that's really my biggest issue, is the writing of this film.
And a lot of people...
I felt like Yeah, there's like that moment where he starts to break down, but with Xavier's death, I don't think that there was enough emotional punch. Okay, in
No.
terms of the character, like the two characters of X-23 and Wolverine, I don't think there was a big enough punch there in the heart
You
when
talking
he
about
died.
with Professor X's death?
Yes,
I
I felt like that deserved more
no,
emotion.
see, I thought it was good and it had me, but then they cut it
Yeah,
quick. They cut it too quick. He barely says the words. Like I started tearing up at that point,
I
and
did
then he
too.
walks away, and then all of a sudden my tears just stop.
Yeah, then he just starts bashing on his car, and then he
Yeah,
passes out, and he goes to the next scene. So,
yeah.
okay, so Xavier's fate, okay, he's killed, and then just gets buried somewhere on the highway. What the fuck?
I kind of understood where he was going for it. Like it was hard for him to deal with that.
Understandable, yes.
And he tried to say things, and he couldn't. So the only thing he could do was walk away, and then that's when he just took his anger out on the car. I understand all that. I just felt like maybe they could have just dragged it out a little bit longer. You know,
especially with the importance of Charles Xavier. Yeah, that's a big fucking
especially
character.
To him.
Yeah,
and you really, I think what they did wrong in that scene, which is good, but just shortened. I think they made up for it at the end with Wolverine. Do you just want to say it?
Yeah, Wolverine dies.
Logan dies.
He dies.
I will tell you this: it was done better than in the comic books. I thought it was emotional, dude. Like I think everybody was crying.
But here's my problem: is like, yeah, you're sad to see him go, and the final moment with him and X-23 is so fucking touching. Like, dude, we were both. I was crying. We were both crying.
My wife was crying.
It was sad. Okay, but the thing is, just the final battle of the movie with him and X-24 was so weak.
That's the when you keep
so
talking,
weak.
I hate that is the crutch of the movie, but that is what really brings the movie down.
Thank you.
People want to talk about what's the chances of this being the first comic book movie nominated for an Oscar, and that whole clone subplot is what's going to prevent it from getting a chance.
Yeah, like the thing is, dude, honestly, I kind of want to apologize to James Mangold. Like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you fucked up 2 endings to your movies, but I prefer the one in the Wolverine because it had more of a conclusive punch. This really it had more even flow to it. This you just kind of had this like really half-assed battle with him and X-24. X-24 kicks his ass and throws him on a branch, and that's how Wolverine dies. Like, really?
Well,
fucking really?
That doesn't bother me. The way he dies doesn't bother me because we knew that his body.
We knew he was gonna die.
Yeah, and he was told that any more punishment, you're gonna die. The doctor told him that, and then he took the medicine, and he knew that was it. That either medicine was gonna kill him or the injuries were gonna kill him. I had no problem with the trunk and everything dying. I have a problem with the damn clone. And I cannot get past this clone thing.
I can't either.
Because they didn't set it up in the story.
No. Again, if it had been... I wish it had been Sabretooth. Or there's so many other friggin' Hulk villains you can throw in... Or friggin'... I'm sorry. Wolverine villains you can throw in there. Throw in fucking Omega Red or something. Don't give me this bullshit.
I would have actually took an original villain, never seen in the comic books. Just give me an antagonist.
Yeah.
That would take care of it. And then 3/4 of the way through the movie, you pull out a clone. For no purpose does this clone serve.
Nope. He's just there to kill Logan at the end. That's
he's there because he's... Yeah.
We need an excuse for Logan to die, so that's why he exists. And it bothers the shit out of me.
But they could have killed him without having a clone. They could have.
They could have just had him dying from that shit he took.
Yes.
You know, and like it was just too much for his body to take at that point.
From the shit he took,
you know,
at the clone.
Keep in mind, his wounds—they're not healing like they used to.
No, because of the adamantium that's killing his body. That's affecting his body.
There's one scene that I just sat there going, "Oh God, you know this isn't gonna end well." When the fucking family invites them in,
yeah,
I'm like, "Oh come on."
Well, that was in the trailer. I knew that was happening.
This ain't ending well.
But if that scene, because that's the same scene that the clone was introduced, and they take the clone out. If they would have ended the clone there, and then just have Wolverine taking out these military guys, and then just the damage from the military guys is what killed. They did not have to add. The clone.
Now I'm gonna say this, okay? Undoubtedly my favorite part of this movie was X-23.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love this character. Daphne Keane fucking owned it. She was so cool, and like she barely says a word in this goddamn movie.
She doesn't say a word till like the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. She's a complete mute. All she really does is scream and growl.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's fucking fantastic, and you believe wholeheartedly. Oh yeah, this is Wolverine's kid.
And when
this is fucking Wolverine's kid.
And when it comes to the heartwarming parts at the end, she killed it too.
Oh yeah, she did such a good job. And keep in mind, like this is like a first time actress.
Yeah, I never seen her in anything.
No,
else.
like she auditioned for this role. She just came up and auditioned for the role and she got it, and she fucking deserved it. She was great.
So if you guys have any first appearances of X-23, you might want to hold on to those. That book was already expensive. That book was $400 or $500 anyway.
Yeah.
But
dude, I remember when she first premiered in X-Men Evolution. That was her very first appearance. Was in that cartoon. And
did she appear in the cartoon before she appeared in comics?
Yes, she was created for that cartoon.
Sort of like
and then she had and then she had like this big cult following, so they put her in the comics.
Because her first introduction in the comic was in NYX number 37. I don't know.
Well, no, yeah, I just know she was created for X-Men Evolution.
Yeah, so
it was like second or third season she was in there.
That was the same thing with Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
she was created for the Batman animated series, and then they did the animated series comic, and that was her first introduction in the comics. So, you learn something new every day. All right, so let's wrap this up because we're actually over 20 minutes. Holy shit.
Shit, yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, like that's basically my thought. Like, as a film, yeah, you go into this, you're gonna fucking love it. Okay, if you're versed in comics like we are, it's a little hard to get around some of the more glaring problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're looking for a really emotional and action-packed time, and this movie is bloody as shit, by the way. Okay, if you're looking for just a nice action-packed movie with an emotional punch, this is definitely for you. As a film, okay, I would give this probably a B+ or an A-. As an X-Men fan, I'm leaning more towards a B-. Just again, I explained my problems. Like I explained the problems I had with it. Okay, but again, I had to see it again to really, get a final rating in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to review this tonight for Nerd Stash, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna say.
You got a long drive home, so you got plenty of time to think.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want to rate it either. I'm probably because I'm going to see that crappy movie on Wednesday about the chick who does the Groundhog Day. I'm going to see that Wednesday, and I'm probably going to go
I know what you're talking about.
Until I Fall or some shit like that, whatever it's called.
Groundhog Day, man.
Yeah, I go see my crappy movies on Wednesdays, like I seen Collide. Don't see Collide, for love of God.
I did not want to see it, but he was telling me about it. Now I kind of want to because he's saying how bad it is.
It's so bad, it's funny. It's not so bad that it's good, but it's so bad it's funny. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to go see that on Wednesday. I'm probably going to go see Logan again, probably the late showing, only because for some reason the theater we went to decided they want to put the Logan premiere in the smallest fucking auditorium they had at the theater, and it was cramped, it was uncomfortable, it was hot, and I enjoyed the movie, but not as much as I would if I was able to spread my wings.
And I also wanted to say one more thing. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but the opening of this movie, just prepare yourselves.
Yeah.
Prepare your fucking
Greatest
selves.
opening to any movie.
Yes, it really was. It was amazing.
Greatest opening to
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but guys, you're going to love the opening of this fucking movie.
Greatest opening to any movie. So I really don't know how I'm going to score the movie. Right now, I'm thinking if I'm going to go through a number, I'm going to say solid 8, maybe 8.5. I think as a film, it's fantastic. But as a comic book fan and a superhero fan, I have nitpicks with certain things. And even as a movie itself, the script kind of falls apart when you get to the clone thing. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and like, man, it's so awesome. I loved it as hell. Okay? I loved that movie to death. Okay? But I want to see it a second time so I can actually be able to be more comfortable and evaluate the movie that I'm seeing and judge it more, because maybe there's something I missed. Maybe there's a small little detail that I missed because there was a lot of people around, and there was a lot of times I'm going like this because people are doing stupid shit, whether they're on their cell phone or what. But on the bright side, guys, there was no racism going on in this theater.
Ha.
It's actually amazing. I went to a movie and no one stood up and said white power or Hispanic power or any kind of power, no mutant power. It was actually a wonderful time. Just for love of God, people, you need to stay off your fucking cell phones, okay? You
Yeah,
shut
that
your
would
cell
piss us
phones
off.
off when you go to a movie. If you want to be on your cell phone, get the
Fuck
fuck
out of
up
the theater.
and go out of the damn theater because your light is fucking distracting. You fucking millennial son of a bitches. I want to shove them phones up your ass. So sorry, I got to get a rant in there, otherwise I don't get views. Um, so in the end, I give it a solid 8.5. If you want to give that a grade like he gave it, I guess I'll give it a B minus. I do think it's a fantastic movie, and it just kind of falls apart toward a reveal of
Yeah.
the clone. If you can get past the clone thing, then you'll enjoy the movie. But if you read X-Men comics or have any knowledge of X-Men, then that kind of fucking sticks with you, and you can't kind of help it. But it is what it is.
Mhm.
We're kind of overdoing it here. We're almost hitting
26 minutes.
Yeah. So that's my final thoughts. Any final words?
No, I'm good.
All right, that's our final thoughts. Until next time, guys. As always, I am Robert Storms.
I'm Adam J.
And that's our opinion.